he showed everything backwards for me. Just wanna let y'all know, I'm left-handed, so. Alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all about building a computer. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. The hardest part is probably getting your hands dirty with this stuff when you have really big hands, messing with a bunch of small stuff, okay? When it, that's
Just press OK.
It will not shut down as a good, oh, no. It lied.
It lied. Here, let's start from there.
That's all right, just click it.
There we go. Alright. Says 8. There's actually 10 needs really to building your computer. The motherboard, the CPU, the RAM, the hard drive, CD drive if you want it. The tower you don't have to have, but it's nice for good looks. The power supply, the operating system, monitor, keyboard, and a mouse. You know, some keyboards come with the mouse built on. So now we're gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about each thing, alright? We're gonna start with what you would start with, the tower. Otherwise known as the Chaos or case. They come in different shapes and sizes. That is mine, it's a gaming size tower. It's about 3 feet in high and tall. But it gives me enough space to put whatever I want in there. So, then you gotta have a power supply. This is what you plug into the wall that gives it this power from your wall, of course. They come in different wattages depending upon what you want to use it for. If you're just using it for the basic, you can get a minimum of 350 watts to 2,000 watts, depending upon what all you're packing in there. Alright, the motherboard. This is like the brain of the computer. Everything gets connected to this. You pretty much can't do anything without it. It's your brain, I mean. So, the main function of it though is it's what mainly holds your CPU, which we'll go over here in a minute. Oh, man. Alright, so the CPU, first CPU stands for the Central Processing Unit. It has 4 main capabilities, or what it does is it fetches, it decodes it, it executes it, and it writes it back. So what your CPU does is it is what opens the programs, it decodes the programs when you open them, it's what reads everything, okay? And this sounds really boring, I know. It's also the speed. The better one you have, you know. No, you don't know. I don't know if you know. Alright, RAM stands for Random Access. Now you got me confused because you told me you were going to start with a 4.
5 minutes left.
Okay, you threw me off there.
Apologize.
It's also known as volatile memory. This memory, when you turn your computer off, erases. It starts fresh every time you turn your computer off. The more you have of this, the better it is for your CPU. When you have RAM, say you have 1 gigabyte of RAM, it's like having 1 lane for traffic to go down. So you got a whole bunch of cars, when you open them, say you open up Internet Explorer, you open Microsoft Word, you're opening all these programs, it's all going down 1 lane. So the more RAM you have is like opening up more lanes for cars to go down. Alright, then you got your hard drive, which is kind of like your USB drive you have, but normally a much bigger size, you know, 500 gigabytes, up to 4 terabytes. Alright, and next, CD drive. Everyone knows what a CD drive is. It's important because normally operating systems come on as CD, so you can probably put it in for, you know, your CDs. Any programs you need to install normally are CDs unless you download them. Next, you got the operating system. Without an operating system, your computer is basically nothing. Because it has nothing to load everything, you pretty much have your motherboard BIOS, that's it. Oh, and then, well, you can have all that stuff, but if you don't have a monitor, you can't see your computer. Could live without a keyboard, but couldn't live without a mouse. Because you can get the on-screen keyboard from your, but also when you get your motherboard, you need to make sure it either has onboard graphics or you have to buy a graphics card. Not mandatory, most motherboards have onboard graphics. So pretty much, I've told you the main components to building a computer and what you would need. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It's really just plug and play. And that's it.